unashamedly the female version of Buddy the elf when it comes to this time of year. I don't care that it's only November. As far as I'm concerned, Christmas can't come early enough. And there's a few things that I like to do every year to kind of get us in the festive mood early on. Probably not necessary, but they're things that get me excited for Christmas, get the kids excited for Christmas, and it's just fun to do, and I think, why not do stuff that's fun? We have a whole load of family Christmas traditions, which I'll do a whole other video on closer to Christmas. Those are pretty much December based. I don't tend to go there in November, I'm not that bad. But there are a few things that I feel like you can get away with in November, which are kind of festive and just warm you up to the whole December, Advent, Christmas festivities. The first thing that I like to do this sort of time every year is to go on the hunt for a Christmas movie that we haven't seen or haven't watched as a family and add it to our collection. Now that's getting trickier and trickier every year, as I'm sure you can imagine. I like to put them on in the background while the kids are milling around downstairs, while they're having their tea, while I'm cooking, things like that on a Sunday morning. So even if we're not sitting down as a family to watch a Christmas movie, you've just got that general atmosphere going on in the background. I just love it. I could watch Home Alone all day, every day, all year long, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't get bored of it. If you know of any Christmas movies which are a bit less well known and I might not already have in my collection, please leave them in the comments below. I need all the help I can get to find something for this year which we haven't already seen. We actually did this one last weekend and I did a vlog about it which I will insert in the little box up here, but every year I like to take the kids to a toy store in this sort of time of year, a few weeks before December, just so that they can have a look around, get excited about the things they might like to put on their lists to Santa. I'm a big kid anyway and I love to look around toy stores with the kids. It gets me excited for Christmas, it gets them excited for Christmas. Elf on the Shelf is a really big part of our Christmas build-up in this house. The kids named our elf Figgy Pudding, which I think is a really cute name for him, and he started to come to our house I think 4 years ago, maybe 5. They're obsessed with the Elf on the Shelf. They talk about it all year long. They get really excited about him coming back. If you're not familiar with Elf on the Shelf, I'll actually link a video that I did for Channel Mum last year. I'll leave the link in the description box below, but basically the elf arrives on December the 1st and he's there to kind of watch over the kids and check that they're being on their best behaviour, and he goes back every evening to the North Pole to report to Santa, and then the following morning you'll find him somewhere in your home where he's kind of landed that morning, and he's usually up to something a bit cheeky. Aiden is only 3 now, so last year he was 2 and pretty clueless about what on earth this little red thing was that everyone kept getting excited about every morning. He just enjoyed running around looking for him. I think this year, he's mentioned him a few times because my daughter has, so I think he's getting quite excited about it too. My daughter particularly, because she's so in love with Figgy, will write him a letter. So I think I'll encourage her to sit down with Aiden this year and maybe make him a welcome back present or a little card or something. It's just a nice way to get them excited about the 1st of December. Planning Christmas activities early on is one of the things that I really enjoy doing at this time of year. There's nothing worse than finding out that all the Santa's grottos you were planning to visit are booked up, or that pantomime has no tickets left, or whatever it is that you like to do with your kids over the Christmas period. I like to plan it now. We like to cram all of our kind of festive activities into one weekend where we go away to a place called Bluestone, which is quite near to us, and they have the most amazing Christmas kingdom every year. They have a number of different activities. They have a panto, a Santa's grotto, a Kingdom of the Elves, so many amazing Christmas activities. We do the bulk of that sort of thing in that weekend. We go for, I think, 3 or 4 days. It's amazing. I absolutely love it and get so excited about it every year. I think I'm pretty good on the whole at creating kind of a magic around Christmas for my kids, and I take so much pleasure in it myself, so I hope that they grow up with lots of amazing memories of the things that we did together as a family over the Christmas holidays. But one area where I think I'm not so good is at teaching them, this is going to sound really cheesy, but teaching them the real meaning of Christmas is something that I think I've lost too, if I'm completely honest. It's been nagging away at me in the back of my mind for a good couple of years now, and I always feel like Christmas is such a hectic time, so it pops up in my mind and then just as quickly it's buried under, you know, a to-do list as long as my arm and a million things that I'm trying to organise or sort out. I want to teach my kids and involve myself with them in giving something back to the community. I'm very aware that when my kids get excited about Christmas and we kind of get into the whole build up towards the big day, it's very much focused on what they're going to receive and what we're going to go out and do as a family, which is of course lovely, and I don't want that to change. But what I want them to also realise is that they can create joy and they can give to others and get just as much pleasure out of that. How I think I'm going to do it is to do something with each of them one-on-one. I've been researching for the last couple of days local charities that either run programmes already where they accept help from volunteers over the Christmas period, or just for ideas really, because I didn't know where to start. And a couple of the ideas that I've had so far is for Merrin and I to bake some Christmas cookies or mince pies, or we make Christmas fudge every year, something like that, and then take them to a local residential home and just give them what we've made and sit with them and chat. I've also been in touch with my local food bank, and they have a list of things that they particularly need which they don't have a lot of, or they particularly need at this time of year. So I'd also be keen to take him along with me and to deliver those items, and if there's anything that we can do to help out while we're there delivering those things, then we can do that as well. So those are the things that I'm really excited to get stuck into in the build up to Christmas. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and that it's given you some ideas of things to do with your family to get you all excited and in the mood for December. Please do like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I should say a big hello to any new subscribers that have joined me recently. It's so lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do click that button, and I'll see you in my next video.